Ow.
Ooh, ah.
Brett's sad now.
They need to buy back my Acura, huh?
Yeah, they need to. No.
Calm down.
No, calm down. That's not how you greet people. Cover it in cheddar cheese. I'm not loud, I just carry.
Voices project.
I project.
Is
I'm
it
not
electrocute
hosting.
Brett again?
None of us know about it, so whoever wants to host can host.
What'd you guys decide on?
Who knows the most about Kim Basinger?
Well, we really have to discuss how to pronounce her name. Because, it was Basinger and then it was Basinger.
Well, that was on The Simpsons.
In our neighborhood, when we were kids, there was Kevin Basinger, and that's how his name was. He was Basinger.
Was he hot?
He was super hot. As 8th graders go. Super hot.
I'm not hosting, so it's not going to. We're going to do a Mexican standoff until someone else.
I had a crush on a girl named Chris.
Was she a lesbian?
I don't think she ended up being a lesbian, but she was not interested in me that way, as usual.
I had a crush on.
I think every guy has a story like that, right?
Somebody host, damn it! You host.
I'm not hosting.
Welcome to Talking Over Albums, episode number 42.
I'll pencil it in.
Okay.
Dash.
Episode number 41.
Our
Dash 2.
Our last episode milestone was a humongous failure.
Take 2, for reals. I'm hosting now. You guys put me in charge.
All right, go.
Now you have to deal with it.
How does co-hosting work? Like
It works that you plan it out that way.
like boring drive time DJs.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that meme?
So this week's episode of Talking Over Albums is with Kim Basinger, or Baby Basinger, or Basinger.
Which was more easy to say or aesthetically pleasing? Basinger or Basinger?
I've somehow gotten in the habit of Basinger.
I think if there were 2 S's, it would be Basinger.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one who found this. I don't know anything about it, but Prince was a busy man in 1989. He was doing the Prince Batman soundtrack, which we did a few episodes ago. And then he also did a follow-up with a bunch of remixes to it called The Scandalous Sex Suite. I kind of wanted to do a twofer, but that's not going to happen. But apparently he was also producing an album for Kim Basinger. And I don't know how I found this. Oh, I found this while researching for Batman, and then I already knew about the Scandalous Sex Suite EP. Then happened across this on YouTube, I guess. And I was like, what the f*** is this? And apparently it's something that just kind of cropped up or found the light of day. It might have been in Prince's vault.
Oh.
I doubt Kim Basinger even remembers it.
Fassbender.
Kim Fassbender. But yeah, she was on the Scandalous Sex Suite thing, making sex noises. So it wasn't just samples from the Batman movie. Mm. It's like actually her on there.
Wow.
With him. I don't know if they were banging or what, but
I heard they were banging in a tub full of sour cream.
Oh, God.
I don't know. It could be nice. It's not.
I don't know. By the time you get a tub full of sour cream, what's it going to smell like?
I'd rather do it in sour cream than whipped cream.
Then not do it.
But I'm also a strange person. Anyway,
This took a turn.
Okay, so I'm passing off hosting duties.
Sort of, but yet not at all.
Tell us to introduce ourselves.
I'll be your host today.
He looks like a host.
He does.
If this was like a video podcast, you would just be the host by default because you have the most.
Nathan always looks like he's lording it over everybody.
You take up the most space in the room.
It's just the way I sit, I think.
I know.
Okay, tell me something interesting.
He sits like he's got command of the space.
Like you should give seminars to teach men how to be alpha males, but you don't actually say anything.
I'm sitting over there quietly judging you.
Just sit at the front.
You know I'm judging you
Just
right
like
now.
quietly manipulating everyone.
It's more of like a shadow.
You know I'm judging you right now.
Anyway, so we're... No, wait.
This is Mr. Brett Warren. Applause.
Golf clap.
Let's be real. This is just a book club. So
And
did
we have-
everyone do their
we've got-
weekly reading?
We've got Ziglet over here, chuffing away.
Yeah, it's a book club that there's no prior reading for. It's like a... It's even worse. It's a listening club.
We've got
This is the nerdiest thing in the world.
Quietly brooding in the corner, we have Nathan.
Oh, I don't know. Give me a minute. I can probably come up with something nerdier.
And to my left, Mr. Jason Kinnear.
And,
What?
and our anthropomorphic
On
Glade
base.
Vapo rub.
With my-
damn it, Blue Odyssey.
Odd giggling at the inappropriate times.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
me.
That's the one.
All right,
Okay, and so we're going to
And now
start
we're
with
going to
Hollywood
listen
Affair.
to...
start this piece.
I thought it was Rupert Murdoch. We're not doing Rupert Murdoch's album?
I should describe the cover for the people who don't listen to this. It's like I don't know, whatever.
It's
Ooh, it starts out like a Prince album.
There's a lot of purple.
There's a lot of cleave going on, a lot of blacks and purples.
Yeah, little black
Oh, here,
dress.
let's see this. What are you talking about here?
And there's Prince sitting in a chair behind her.
I'm not turning the computer; something will mess up.
Like a
Okay, that doesn't...
like a Playboy knot centerfold.
Right, she has double cleave going on.
Into
She
man.
has arm cleave and chest cleave,
and the best
And the
kind.
great Kim Basinger,
and
Basinger.
like she's
Fassbender.
she's doing the lean,
Pathfinder.
she's doing the seductive lean, but Prince isn't even looking at her. He's looking somewhere else, thinking about the next woman he's going to produce.
Those are air quotes.
Yeah, nobody can see your air quotes, by the way.
He's trying to do it really loudly.
Would you like me to
Make your
produce?
fingers slap.
Brett's getting the extra special.
Like the
Ziggy
one
hug
hand
now.
clapping. Air quotes.
What is the sound of one hand clapping?
Ooh, I've got a Ziggy cushion. Well, this
You've been chosen.
well, so far this does not sound like Prince. So it just sounds like
It sounds like
it sounds like you
TLC.
got the Casio keyboard
Late
going.
80s, late 80s, early 90s.
yeah,
Yeah, it sounds like
generic
TLC to me.
generic mall walking R&B.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Like I'll ring the bell when I hear a Prince trademark anywhere in here.
Ooh.
Oh boy,
She could have just been anybody.
yeah.
What were this? Who like
Take
who wrote
the
these?
magic
Did he write
bright?
these songs?
Who wants to be the lyric person? I guess I can. Whatever.
I can't be doing that because I'm
He
hosting.
didn't write these songs, did he?
And toasting.
I mean, he's on the cover. I assumed, and Kim Basinger does not do things. So
I mean, like he could have produced it. We just had somebody.
Now she is more than
generic.
just a pretty face and excellent hair. But I don't imagine she does a lot of
this
songwriting.
sounds like every little step I take.
Yes,
Yeah,
there it
yeah,
is.
that's
What is that, New Edition?
They seem to come up a lot in this podcast. I don't know why. We should just do New Edition at some point.
We should definitely do New Edition. Do you know I saw them in concert once? They were opening for Whitney Houston.
Why is that funny?
That's an outstanding sentence.
Okay,
But every word is true.
all right. So this is obscure enough where there aren't even lyrics for it online. So, all right, that saves me the headache of having to look this shit up.
Okay, but does it have a Wikipedia page?
Hollywood Affair.
It's just all YouTube.
She just said something about she won't get to your lips till it's dark. Wow, this is boring. This doesn't
This
sound
is
like
the first song.
this doesn't sound like Prince production at all, though. Because at least you can always tell from the like rhythm track or the drum machine. But
Was he just off in the corner jerking it or something?
Maybe he just produced
I
it
mean,
like with the money.
yes.
And everybody else did everything.
I mean, that's
And he
what the
just-
picture seems
and
to
he
say.
just sat back.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't see his right hand on the album.
He is
Here you
jerking
go.
it.
Here. You can have it.
What?
It's just an open platform. If you'd like to give your manifesto, feel free. This is already a disaster.
It's not our fault it's a disaster. It's Kim's fault. That doesn't even sound like her voice, though.
So...
It's like Kim Basinger trying to sound like Madonna.
There's a forum post on Prince.org, but there is no Wikipedia page. So this...
How the hell did you find this?
While researching the Prince spin-off of the Batman album.
I mean, like, other than YouTube, it's not even on the internet.
I think it just recently resurrected is the thing. Alright, here's My Love Will Find You. The U being the letter U.
Because that means Prince did it.
I think that was Prince's only contribution to this, was just... He just came in with a Sharpie and was like, scratched out Y-O-U, and then started humping the couch.
No,
In what way is this Kim Basinger singing?
I bet they met doing Batman, and she was just like, I want to do this, and he's like, okay. And then like, he didn't want to do anything with it. I think he just gave somebody money, because this is like super generic.
Oh,
he like a producer just hands people money. They can just sit there and do nothing. I don't think he like actually is responsible.
But at least at the bare minimum, like the song "The Glamorous Life," which is he probably did that in his sleep. It still has at least a few of the trademark Prince things in it.
This one also sounds like Every Little Step I Take.
Did he have a keyboard with this programmed into it with like New Edition programmed into it? Whatever.
It also sounds like En Vogue a little bit.
And like Jason already abandoned the episode, and that's good.
Yeah, where did he go?
I'll be back.
Okay, so there's a little bit of like the low end, like new power generation slam a bit, but like, okay, a little bit like in the left channel, there's a little bit of that, the synth string accompaniment sounds a bit like Prince.
They could play this on a loop at any dance club in the 90s, and it would have been fine. Nobody would have had any idea what it was. It wasn't memorable enough for that, though.
Who thought it would be a good idea for her to sing on something? Because her speaking voice is like a whisper, basically.
Is that even her speaking now?
And her speaking voice really isn't even that sexy either. So I can understand how somebody could be like breathy through something.
This is a vanity exercise in the extreme.
I guess it's passable.
Only because somebody else produced a bunch of beat behind it.
Like, if I was trying to do it to this song, I would keep getting mildly distracted because it's too innocuous. There's just something off about it.
No, but I could get a lot of work done with this playing on a loop.
Step you take.
It sounds like this could have been on a SimCity soundtrack. One of the later ones, like SimCity 3 or something. Yeah.
A specific
The Sims,
series
like
of the
yeah.
Sims?
Background soundtrack.
Yeah, something.
Was that the second song or the third?
That was. Believe it or not, it was only
man,
the second.
I love the keyboard orchestra hit.
Alright, here's I Wanna. Wow, this is a mistake. If this doesn't deviate from this, I'm just going to go to the Prince album. We'll just do a half and half.
This actually sounds like the demo on like a fancy keyboard. Like a sequencer that you would buy. Like, here, look at the multi-tracks you could put on this song.
I'm going to decipher this. I'm jealous of this guy who has the actual physical CD. There's probably only like 10 of them. And it was probably like a George Lucas with the Star Wars Holiday Special where she tried to buy up every copy of it and destroy it. Yeah, I love that the orchestral hits.
It's like the most obnoxious song.
It's like 4 years after the George Michael Faith album, and they're still using some of the same effects.
Oh my god.
Oh no. This was your idea.
I know.
You are sticking with this. We are finishing
You
it.
can't change it now. It's too
How
late.
many songs can there possibly be?
We're in too deep now.
Yep, don't you dare. This
Just
was your
like Phil
pick.
Collins.
Oh. Can't take it because you're in too deep?
Well, according to this playlist, there's only 9, so I'm just gonna go.
There you
with
go.
that.
We're a third of the way through already.
Sorry, I'm trying to get back.
The glass is
I'm
a
the host,
third
God
full.
damn it. And we're not skipping through this thing. But I might need more wine.
Jason totally bailed.
No, he's making us dinner.
Booze dinner?
Never has anyone had less screen presence on an album than Kim Basinger in this.
Yeah, she's all background.
I guess she sort of sounds like the lady from the band Swing Out Sister. Remember that song Breakout?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of an insult to the Swing Out Sister lady. Corrine something. Hey, there you go. Whatever.
How's the pork coming?
Those orchestra hits.
Ooh, that's odd.
I'm sorry. Hey, something happened.
It's just, this is the musical version of McRib. Just make it sort of taste like pork and sort of taste like barbecue sauce. And everybody's happy.
These sounds like pretty low-end Casio sounds. Which is fine.
Remember the Casio whenever you could make your own, like you just pick a bossa nova beat.
Or
Bossa Nova is the best.
Brenton got one of those because he wanted to learn how to play the piano. That's how my dad taught you how to play instruments.
Yeah.
He would get you the instrument and said, "Now play it." And I was like, "Don't I need instruction or something?" Well, if you're any good at it, you should be able to play it. What?
Well, that's true because if you're super interested and you just do it a lot, you will find the best way. It's not as good as having like someone telling you exactly what to do right away, but like just time. Anybody that does things for like 10,000 hours is just going to be awesome.
Yeah, I was going to say, I never accidentally figured out how to play the piano just by playing the piano. I used to play with it a lot at my grandma's, but nothing ever turned into anything. Ooh, that sounded like Mozart. No.
this is kind of hypnotically boring. I meant that as a compliment.
It's kind of perfect in that way, yeah. No, I totally take that as a compliment.
You could like just get a massage to this music instead of like.
This does sound like something that would be playing in a.
All right, here's too naughty.
Naughty massage parlor.
Push it. Push it.
I think maybe Prince, there was like some erotic quality where he's like, yeah, I'm gonna produce the out of her album. I don't think he didn't actually like women. He just liked producing their crappy albums. Like that's how he got off. Was like you, like it was
this piece of trash and turn it into something.
It was like a by-proxy eroticism where he's like, it's like, I want to produce her music.
Nobody used me for my money or my fame, so I can only live vicariously through reality shows.
Yeah, like he was so famous. The only satisfaction he got was by working through crappy artists.
Yeah, it was just kind of like, hey, she's hot. I'll do her. And then, fine, I'll produce your album.
Apollonia was a fantastic musician.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's what
Sheila
I think.
E. was amazing. She still pops up every once in a while. They drag her ass out on New Year's Eve all the time.
Man,
I know how to play 2 drums.
I'm sorry, Kim Basinger, but you're an atrocious singer. Like, this is truly, truly...
How can you say she's atrocious? She's nothing.
Ever listen to the whole thing.
Can I just...
Oh, this is the first
I don't
one
understand. You're saying she's atrocious. No, I'm going to explore this, because I'm just listening. It's like nothing. It's benign. It's like a mole on my neck. Like over... Where is it? Over here. It's like, it's just there.
Well, this is the first one that kind of sounds like Prince was involved. So I'm guessing...
Did she write it?
I'm guessing she came to Prince with, like, a few cassettes of songs that already existed, with her singing over them.
Prince went, oh, if I bury your voice under a bunch of stuff that...
They probably
can make this palatable.
Through Batman.
But there's nothing going on.
They were at a party, and they were just
if you're a hot chick...
Dude, let's just do an album, and they're like really messed up on drugs and stuff. We're like, yeah, dude, an album. And then he felt guilty because he didn't want to the next day. Just
oh, look, Nathan's the world's okayest mom tonight.
So Prince woke up the next day after banging Kim Basinger and was like, "Oh, and I have to produce her album."
Prima nocte.
That always sucks when that happens. When you seduce a woman by telling her you're going to produce her album.
I think Prince and Alec Baldwin had to have a conversation.
Prima nocte.
He's like, listen, Prince. He's like, I heard you produced my wife.
Check this shit. I produced the shit out of your wife.
He pulls out his checkbook with all of that, the runaway money or whatever that movie was, and was like, all right, how much do you want for every copy of this?
Nobody ever expects the 5'4" guy to tear that shit up.
and then he f***ed Alec Baldwin, and then Alec Baldwin had to write him another check. Mm-hmm. He's like, how much do you want to keep this quiet? We banged. And he's like, 39 cents.
And that's why he's so fat now. And Alec Baldwin is now a giant mother.
What if Alec Baldwin killed Prince?
Have you ever seen Alec Baldwin's wife?
This is a huge crazy wall
She's like
conspiracy thing.
Her claim to fame is she knows how to exercise.
Nathan's trying to talk.
Did you just freshen my drink?
Build that wall.
Yeah, he probably just bug sprayed you.
Oh my god, this is so boring!
Yeah, this is some of the most boring music I've ever heard.
This is what happens when you veto my pick.
Yeah, we were going to listen to Madonna's second album.
I'm going to go get more drunk, I think.
Okay, it's almost... Wow! That hit me really hard! Oh my god!
Chris is just pounding out of the bottle now. It's just like why are you bothering with the pretense of a wine glass?
For fuck's sake, you could have
just
added...
put a straw in it and let's go.
It's like, you could have added something else to that song, like a fart. It's the same two things in repeat. 4.5.
Do not think fuck you.
Okay, this is okay. This is a nice mall walk. Here's Love at First Sight.
No humping.
It just
this
means
isn't bad.
He likes you. We don't let him do that though.
This is sexy mall walking music.
You can give me kisses. Well, thank you. He's ready. I think he's ready for the.
Here's the best song on the album.
He did roll over. Cody would never roll over. It's like, I ain't getting my back for you. Bitch, I ain't getting my back for you.
Wow, her voice is bad. Oof.
You know what this sounds like?
Ow.
I don't know. I think I sound exactly like her right now because I have this cold.
I mean, Prince is pretty brave for being on the album cover. Like, that's kind of an endorsement, even if he didn't do anything on it.
Can I hear Prince in the background of this one?
Well, that's got one good change, but that's not an original change. That's
Textbook.
taken exactly from
like what they teach you when you're in school.
a song that's like this.
I just don't know what he did on this, because generally when he's involved with something...
That's what this all sounds like to me, like a textbook. Like if you were in like an 8-year-old and you said you went to rock school, and they'd say, okay, first you need to learn how to make this kind of song. Before you do anything interesting, you need to learn how to make the most boring ever.
Okay, I'm revamping the story. I think, they woke up...
You can hear it.
They woke up the next day, and he was like, oh, I have to produce her album. So then she showed up in,
Had sex on the sour cream.
She showed up at Paisley Park, and she worked with some of the people that were just living in his compound. Mm-hmm. And he would show up once in a while and press a button or just do a riff. And
great job, babe.
She's like, oh, hey, Prince, are you ever going to call me back? And he's behind the glass, behind the mixing board,
he's like this. But you have headphones. How are you talking on the phone right now?
And then she does the thing from Batman. She's like, purple. I love purple. And he's like, sorry, I gotta go make some pancakes.
Sexy saxophone.
Yeah,
Jesus.
This is acceptable, Casio baby-making preset.
Oh my god, do you know what this sounds like? This sounds like that music from the Skinamax.
This is real bad. I'm sorry.
Movies from the 80s and shit, where they play this just god-awful, ooh, baby, ooh, ooh, baby, ooh. And there's no lyrics because they can't pay for them. So
It'd be funny to hear like a long jam, like
yeah. You tell some guy with a synthesizer, it's like, I will give you $100 to come up with something to put on here that sounds like
Give me a 7-minute loop.
Yeah, I want it to sound like people having sex. Ooh, baby, ooh. Ooh, baby, ooh. This was reminding me of the worst pornography I ever saw, where some chick is getting railed and she's like, ooh, 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 ah. Ooh, 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 ah. That's a little too rhythmic, baby. You need to change it up a little bit. Ooh, 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 ah. You know Prince wasn't here because there isn't even a bridge. It just goes straight through like a heartbeat on a monitor.
I just had a thought. This is basically the Howard Duck of albums.
Howard Duck.
This is more of
that soundtrack was way better than this.
This is more of an inside joke between me.
Oh my god! I hope somebody listens to
like,
this and listens to this album while we're talking about it, because oh my god, this is like the Olympics of not trying.
And we realized the movie just felt like there was no one actually involved in it. It's something that just sort of came out of a lot of disinterest. And this is what this sounds like.
Yeah, like she doesn't even sound
it's
like
like beans turning into farts.
I have to assume this was her idea to begin with.
Yeah, it's almost things like...
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Everyone kind of looks around like, whose idea was this?
Here's the Paula Abdul ripoff.
Oh, I'm obligated to do this thing.
Then they all can take the Nuremberg defense.
It's the Paula Abdul ripoff.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they were trying to do Vanessa Williams with this.
Sounds like New Kids.
Right. Same time period, so easily could be either.
Let's sing that instead. Ready?
Paula Abdul and a cartoon cat are complete opposites.
Are they?
I love Paula Abdul. She was cool.
Oh, God.
Well, I was at that right age, so that was special to me. Like, hey.
So it's a slightly different beat?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're right. I take it back. Everything I said. This is New Kids on the Block, one-handed. I wonder which came first.
So she did! So I swear to God, it was just, she probably just brought in a bunch of cassettes and just sang over them.
I want a song like this.
Yeah.
I want a song like this. I want a song like this one too. I like all these songs.
She does kind of sing like the person trying to tell you to wipe better with Charmin. She kind of has that singing voice that I always ask Chris about. I'm like, why do they hire these people that are not very good at it to be in their commercials?
I know you're making a joke, but I'm still going to disagree with you. This is too boring to even be like commercial music.
I'm just talking about her voice.
And then Prince is on the phone behind the glass at the mixing console, like, and now she wants me to do a song that sounds like New Kids on the Block.
We're totally going to meet up in the Bahamas, right? As soon as I'm done with this, I'm getting on a plane.
I've never listened to anything
as boring
that's more
as the music is, the production is pretty good. Like, there's not anything weird and clunky.
Yeah, the kids that were living at Prince's house did a great job.
Sure.
But it still sounds like a toilet paper commercial to me. Like,
right, the production is clear, but there's nothing interesting going on.
Yeah, it's the dancing bears in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, she's
breaking it down.
Oh, yeah. Is she rapping now?
Yes.
She's a better rapper than Debbie Harry.
Oh! I'm gonna slap you right in the mouth.
Said it.
I'm gonna smack you right in the nuts.
Yeah, this might be the most non-starter album we've ever done on this podcast.
Wow.
There was another one like this, though, that was just
still
kind of...
better than Tapestry.
If that's playing in the sandwich shop where I get a sandwich to eat, I wouldn't even notice it was playing.
We did another album like this. I don't think it was Tapestry, because Tapestry was aggressive in its...
It was a bag.
But we did another one that was just like...
Not
like
there,
a non-entity.
invisible.
I can't remember what it was, though, but there was another one that was close, but not... This is like the new bar for just, like, Nothing.
I gotta
You
see a
should
list
start
of
an
our
ironic
episodes.
fan club for this album and try to get her attention. Kim's
The
attention.
name is
No, it's
Basinger.
Basinger. She just told
The
me.
name is Basinger.
I'm gonna rewind it.
Fastbender.
Okay, come on,
Base
buddy.
nectar.
Hold on. Shh. Did I miss it? I think I did. What?
Oh, that was it.
Basinger!
What? And Chris has a new ringtone.
Oh, I knew that.
Although Alec Baldwin said that she changed that regularly.
Sorry, what? I had another good thought, and then I got derailed.
All right,
there.
so it's just
Yeah.
like Kevin. It's Basinger.
It's Kim Basinger.
Ooh! Oh yeah. One, we should try to start like a Twitter thing to get her to tour this. And two, I forgot what the second one was. Because in here she goes, I'll show you mine anytime, anywhere, just ask me. So someone needs to do like an interview for the next, I don't even know if she does movies anymore.
All right, show me.
Like somebody at the press junket was like, I heard it in your 1989 album, Hollywood Love Affair. You said that you would show me yours anytime, anywhere.
I would like to take a look at that.
How do you feel about that now?
Let me get a gander at that.
And she would just go, I don't know, Prince wrote that lyric for me. Here's
Let me get a peek at that.
here's action, action.
I'm telling you, there's no way Prince had anything to do with this. He just
But I
put
have
his
to
name
warn
on there.
you.
He felt bad. He put his name on there. He paid everybody else to do it.
I agree, because there's only that one.
He said, hey, you, do this thing like I kind of do on the albums that have that kind of thing. Just do that, and you'll get a bunch of money. Like, why would he wouldn't have spent his time doing this.
I feel like this happens all the time.
Was it Carole King? That was the other one that was just.
We have no idea. There's so many stories that could be told of like
No, I was saying that one is
these
aggressive.
kinds of albums.
Oh, okay.
Well, some of them just get enough play that you remember them, and some of them go really fast.
That should be
And
a
I always
documentary.
feel like,
Get to the
you know,
bottom
like,
of it.
what's the chick from West Wing? Allison Janney.
Yeah.
She had an album one time, and she was on, like, the Today Show, and she was all over the place, and I was just like, what is this shit? And it came, and it went. Katie Seagal, another one I remember. She sings in Hollywood sometimes, and she put an album out, and it was, terrible.
It sounds like her singing in
It
an
wasn't that she
elevator.
didn't sing, the songs were just terrible.
No, this sounds like her in a hotel room, like next to a loud elevator.
Mm-hmm.
If you could somehow put the microphone in the wall between the shower and the elevator, so you get like some of the elevator music and some of her in the shower. But I would agree with you completely, except that one song did sound like
That's my
there was that one song that did actually sound like Prince was involved. And
Yeah, but
some
his
of these
people that
beats,
make music for it, help him make music, probably
Right.
have his style down. I don't know. I just doubt that he was just like sitting there at a keyboard going, "Let me work out Kim Basinger's songs."
No, I agree.
I just
Yeah.
don't think that happened.
Okay, but this is my prerogative, right?
Damn it.
Again,
We should do a supplementary playlist of everything that this rips off.
is this a remix of another song on this album? It sounds very similar to something else.
You know this stuff about me.
She was pretty fine, though. I will, This is my prerogative. How come I can't be making money without anyone tell me how to spend it? That's my prerogative. Me live, let me live.
When you finally do your documentary, Brett, Man's Search for Lack of Meaning.
And it starts with this.
No, well, you
This
should
is
write that in your
incredible.
notepad. A notepad for your documentary of all the terrible art in the world. This album, you should.
This is up there.
This is really
You
high
should,
on
like,
my list.
how terrible art
Like, yeah.
is
this-
just something
the-
amazing about how bad things can be.
I'm not putting this in the amazing bad category, though.
I mean,
This
yeah,
is-
it's not, but it's.
I don't know.
This is right in the mid. This is the Batman Forever of.
I can see what you're saying.
It's
Terrible in how average it is.
I like all the songs we're ripping off on this album.
This is just. It's the flat line. Instead of just the beep when someone dies, you can play this album instead. Here's Color of Sex.
I don't know, what about In Time? It's Justin Timberlake. I thought that was the worst thing.
I think I watched that.
Because I told you about
it. You kept telling me to watch it, but I don't remember any of it.
It's the most horrible thing I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And it's not even the worst, but it is somehow the worst thing I've ever seen.
I don't think I watched... I watched this thing with Amanda Seyfried, though. That chick with the huge eyes who was in Mean Girls.
Oh, yeah.
She was in some other sci-fi movie where she doesn't act at all in the movie. It could be like a blow-up doll. Like, she just delivers the lines. And I think she's an okay actress, too. It's just really weird. She just comes into the scene, like, with her huge eyes and just dryly delivers lines. It's like, all right. Which song does this rip
Kim
off?
Basinger, huh?
Oh, boy.
I'm good with bread and butter.
Well, one, I hit the breaking point really quickly in this, but I'm kind of willing to just finish it.
Chris's friend.
Where are we on it?
Oh, God. No, I just hit the second breaking point. Hey! This is the first one that's had 2 breaking points.
Winner!
2 breaking points. And this is... Alright, this is the first one where I've broken down twice. I've had 2 breaking points, and we've had 2 people who have given up on the podcast.
I'm back.
Oh, God, we still have 2 more songs. Oh, wait, no, we don't. No, wait, one more. Sorry. That was cruel. I thought it was... All I saw was the red.
Are you sure it's only one, or are you trying to cheat?
Well, the last one is somebody called Chainmail. Yeah, it hurts my brain.
It'd be funny if she thought this was so amazing, and she thought this was gonna just like skyrocket her.
She was playing this for all her friends, Nathan.
She might have.
She was playing this for all her friends, going, "You gotta listen to this. I think I really did it." And they're all like, "Mm-hmm."
Or she was.
I was famous before, but man, now.
Or she was trapped
No
in Princess...
stopping me now, baby.
What's that called? I'm getting an EGOT.
Or Harvey Weinstein had her so drugged she doesn't remember doing it.
That would explain the disinterested sound on everyone's part.
Yeah,
seriously, it does not sound like her.
There are no dynamics at all. I've never listened to an album that has... Sometimes it's purposely done. No, never mind. I was trying to be generous. It's basically just... like this same little, like right in the middle of all sound, just kind of bleeping, and it's like the Pac-Man of... No, that's too generous too. It's like the Pong of...
It loves that one rhythm. Dun, 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 dun.
At least this one doesn't blatantly rip off something. I mean, it sounds like every
that rhythm
part.
right there, that's
still has the same...
That's my prerogative rhythm.
My prerogative.
Every little step I take, it's been the same
It
song.
doesn't have the chord progression, at least.
It's the same one.
I'm using the first skip of the night. Here's Will You Stay With Me? There you go. There's a... No.
This one sounds kind of different for the moment.
The drum track sounds like... I know you guys don't know who he is, but he had like a mildly semi-charting album. Chucky Booker. He had the song...
You're making shit up now.
Away.
You guys remember Chucky Booker, right?
But again, this doesn't sound like Prince.
This sounds like music at the end of an anime.
You're right, it does.
Wow, that sounds like the end credits of
at least this is,
really bad movie.
At least the first one that her voice actually stands out on.
Because it's the last song. Who gives a shit now? Nobody made it to
God.
here, right? Nobody made it this far, I swear to God.
Did she go around touring, doing this at places?
She'll do
tour? No, but I'll bet you anything she played it. She did like a show or something.
At Barnes and Nobles, she'll just...
I'm thinking of something in, like, what's it called? West Hollywood? Like, there's some place where people, like, celebrities go to just f*** up their careers and people just go, don't tell anybody about this.
I kind of like this one. It's the only one where you can actually hear her singing.
Turn around.
And it doesn't sound like a total ripoff of something.
Maybe this was the one she brought to him.
No, she brought a bunch of them to her. I like Marky Mark. And the Funky Bunch.
vibrato's out of control though. This whole album.
And the production's all over the place. Like multiple people are doing it. Like there's no theme to it at all. You notice that right away. It's like what's good?
All right, how far are we?
All the R&B people.
48 minutes. I'm not even. Okay, since me and Nathan have talked about this a bunch of times, I think this is right on. There's really good, and then there's so good it's bad. Like it circles around to a masterpiece on the other side. This is like right in the middle of totally forgettable. I don't know. There's like right in the middle of like totally forgettable where it doesn't even register. Like the actual worst product, like artistic products where it's just like a non-entity. It's not causing me like physical harm. I think that's a little bit like
harm
more,
would be a strong word.
It's a little bit more towards like
it's way more
that side.
than that, yeah.
This is somewhere. This is like just like a decimal point away from being air.
Here's my summary. I would really like to get this CD and give it to the guy that does my nails, so that they can play that in the background on alternating days. Because right now they have
and not be out there on those days.
The same CD every time of the vaguely Chinese sounding background music. This would be a good alternative.
The guy that doesn't Journey song, but he knows the melody of it.
Brett's sad now.
This is aggressively boring.
Your wrap up, sir?
Why is this called Hollywood Affair? This doesn't sound like an affair. It just sounds like...
You don't feel like this is all her idea? And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever.
This sounds like...
It sounds like a guy getting laid to me. Okay. Like, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, okay, yep.
If there's
You're great at this.
Sorry. If there's some downtown LA hotel called the Hollywood Affair, and she's in the elevator, and then she's stuck in the elevator for however long this album is. Mm-hmm. Okay, but like an actual sex affair.
Right. Like, does she mean like a Hollywood affair literally? Like, oh.
No, it was completely empty. Empty.
Final thoughts, Nathan?
I give it
It was
lowest score I will ever give anything. I'm sorry, I'm
starting. Is just as devoid of talent as you thought it would be.
A point. There's no redeeming value to it whatsoever. So
can't
be like too harsh. Like a point. There's nothing to it. I'm giving it a 0. Like this is
now, wait a minute.
I feel
Tapestry got a 0.
You can't give it a 0 because
it's better than Tapestry.
That's like absolute 0, and that was Tapestry. You have to.
Hold on.
No, like Tapestry brought us enjoyment through its pain.
No.
Or at least for me it did. And these scores are all personal. So
this was like nothing. No, this was like somebody rubbed my ears with cotton balls.
And this is like, the worst of the worst. We could have just been sitting here listening to the silence, and it would have been more meaningful. So like Tapestry, at least it was that was funny how horrible it was. At least it was getting my attention. At least it felt like mud was being slung against me. This, it was just like pissing me off how nothing was happening at any point. So
nobody
it gets a point
on
2.
My head.
All right,
it gets a point 2 because it did get some emotion out of me. So there, a point.
You seem enraged.
My score is this.
I am. I'm enraged by how boring it is.
He needs a recliner of rage.
On a scale from 0 to 14, I give this a 7, which is neutral, just like the album.
You just gave this a 7 out of 10?
No, out of 14, just like the acid and base scale.
Yeah.
7 is perfectly neutral. It's
I knew exactly what she was saying.
Sorry.
It's water.
It's water.
It's like flames coming out of my
I agree with you, face. But I feel like it would be water with a little bit of salt in it.
Oh.
Like it doesn't quench your thirst.
Wait,
and it doesn't really taste like anything.
Nathan's final words.
It did make me want to play on a cheap keyboard.
Yeah.
And just hit the cool little sounds.
That's funny. I really...
What is that? The orchestra hit.
The Casio. What was the Casio thing called?
And then you can mail it to Kim Basinger for her
follow-up. It only had like 30 keys on it.
That's what we should do. A documentary about trying to get Kim to do another album.
We'll mail her our Casio compositions.
We've got a bunch of ideas, man.
This one's called...
We can start by sending her a copy of this podcast. I'm sure she'll love it.
I like where you're going with
You
that.
hit play on a Casio keyboard, you're like, look, there's songs already in here.
Look, Kim, all you gotta do is write some stupid words to go with it, and you've got it.
Are those what's the word? Public domain, like these Casio compositions? Yeah.
I don't think you can perform them.
Yeah.
I don't think you can make money. You probably can perform them in an open mic. You can't make money performing them.
That one.
All right, I think that's it for this week's episode.
All right.
Number 41 of Talking Over Albums with Kim Basinger.
Yeah, she says it's Basinger. I call her Fastbender.
Come back next week to hear us review Ani DeFranco's greatest album.
Nope. But if...
What's that?
I'm very tempted.
The one where nothing happens?
Whatever we veto that and then do something horrible.
But I would like... I'm not going to do it, but I would like to continue the conversation of what is the epicenter of garbage? Is it something that hurts me the most or something that I forget the most?
Pleasure.
We're going deep on this one.
The worst is nothing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is bad. But there's no enjoying it.
But when there's nothing, it's just like, okay, that was a thing that floated through my being.
Well,
I can enjoy nothingness. Carole King hurt me.
Bad.
Yes, that
She's
was
still talking about it.
No.
This is better than that. To not hurt me is better than to hurt me.
This was very close.
To just let me enjoy an afternoon of spacing out in my living room. I could listen to this and just space out on it and be fine.
I have to go listen to something good now.
Yeah, I guess...
like, can we listen to something
Maybe
good
some
now?
Lady Gaga or Foo Fighters?
Just something good. I can't take it anymore.
I'll leave it at that. I guess it depends, because, like, people are assaulted by different things. To me, these were equally as bad. This is more non-offensive. That's also
non-offensive
horrible.
Doesn't mean good, though. Yeah.
Like, Carole King felt like she was assaulting me. This felt like neglect to an extreme degree that was just about as bad. Anyway, bye. Last podcast episode.